Man, I love The Gorge. This is the perfect Valentine's Day movie. The Gorge blends romance, action, sci-fi, and horror in a way that feels fresh. What was it about Zach Dean's script that made you want to direct this film?
I mean, it was a genre-bending romantic movie. You know, I've never seen that before. It was the originality of it, essentially.
Incredible. Now, you said that Anya Taylor-Joy has this gravitational pull on screen. Tell us about her character, Drasa, and what surprised you the most about her performance in the film?
Well, she plays an elite Lithuanian sniper, and she is assigned this elite special position across from Miles Teller's position, and they get to know each other at a distance and fall in love at a distance.
Now, Levi is a man of a few words, yet Miles Teller conveys so much with just a look. Tell us a little bit about Levi, and can you talk about collaborating with Miles to bring out those layers of emotion?
Yeah, both Miles and Anya were cast because they're very good, very nuanced actors, and they're consistently interesting in the films that they had done that I had seen. And both of them are surprising in the choices they make. I think Miles brought a lot of credibility to the role. He has a lot of friends and family members who are in the active military. He was very adamant about portraying that realistically and accurately, so they trained very hard and did everything the way real soldiers do. And Anya is one of the more creative actresses I've worked with in my career. She's always surprising.
Now, Levi and Drasa's relationship starts a long-distance connection. Do you think their bond would have been as strong if they were forced to communicate from afar at first?
No, I think the distance gives them a certain safety. You know, it's okay to let the guard down because they're so far away from each other. It's a safe zone. And I think that got them to draw into each other in a way that they never would have if they weren't at such a distance.
Now, I love the blend of practical and the effects you did in this film. Can you talk about your approach to the practical effects in The Gorge?
Well, it's practical effects and it's real sets. You know, I didn't want this to be a heavy CG movie. There's sections that do have CG in them, but I always wanted the primary thing that was on screen to be physical and real. And because I think that visual effects for the most part are good for enhancements and extensions as opposed to virtual environments.
Absolutely. Now, I think that Anya and Miles did an incredible job in this film. They're actors, amazing actors for their generation. What did they bring to their roles that went beyond the page?
I mean, any actor brings themselves, first and foremost. You know, they bring their own persona, their own way of seeing the world, their own way of feeling about things. And what acting is in the end is choices. Actors make creative choices in every line that they deliver and every action that they take. And both of these actors were really surprisingly original in the choices that they would make in various scenes. It was always surprising to me, and they had great chemistry between them.
Now, I read that after making this film, that you'd like to start making some more romantic movies of the heart. Can you talk about that for a little bit?
Well, I'm not necessarily questing after that as a goal. I'm what I think I said is I'm certainly up for it. I would like to it, but there's all kinds of movies I'd like to make, you know. But I couldn't have made a romantic movie at a different time in my life. It was just at this time of my life. I recently, you know, fell in love, got remarried, and it's one of the reasons that the script spoke to me the way that it did.
Incredible. Look, Scott, I'm a huge fan of Black Phone. It was a huge success, and fans are eagerly anticipating the sequel. What can you tell us about the sequel, and will we see any new elements or surprises to expand the world of the first film?
A lot of surprises for sure. I just finished shooting Black Phone 2, and what I can tell you is that, you know, I didn't feel obliged to make a sequel. It wasn't a foregone conclusion that I would make a sequel, but I realized that if I made a big movie after Black Phone, which was The Gorge, that by the time I was ready to shoot another film, all those kids would be in high school. And so it's basically a high school coming of age movie in the same way that the first movie was a middle school coming of age film.
I can't wait, Scott. Look, The Gorge is incredible. Everyone needs to see this movie on Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for your time, Scott.
Hey, my pleasure. I appreciate you.
The Gorge is the door to hell, and we're standing guard at the gate.